What's the difference between the 99% of books that are completely forgotten and that 1% that become bestsellers? Well, many things. But the one thing bestsellers have in common is that the reader can't stop reading. I'm a best-selling sci-fi fantasy author, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to take your story from pretty good to 5 stars every time. And it's all about pacing. So what's this amazing thing you can do to improve your pacing? Most writers know that developing a good story requires making a promise and delivering that promise to your readers. But don't just promise the resolution of the plot itself. Create multiple plots in the form of side quests or side stories. That way, you have smaller promises and payoffs throughout the book, which will keep your readers more engaged while they wait for the big payoff at the end of the story. The way I do this is through structure. And it's how I create a fast-paced story that feels like it's heading somewhere, even during slow moments. So what is this structure, and how does it improve pacing? I'm going to use this book as an example. It reached the top 15 best-selling science fiction books on release. It's about a colony ship sailing to the center of our galaxy. The promise I make to the readers is that the spaceship is like the Titanic, facing destruction on its journey. And here's how I structured it to keep readers glued to the story. There's 4 characters in this book, and all of them have different personalities from each other, which lends to the fact that some readers like some characters and dislike others. This way, I've provided something for everyone. The overarching plot is the spaceship is on a trajectory for disaster, and the characters must figure out how to save it. But I also break the story up into 4 smaller stories, one for each character. The stories all come together, yes, but each could be told on their own. And this creates a faster pacing because there's always some kind of development happening within this world. But I don't stop there. I also break the book into 20 even smaller stories, one story for each chapter. But instead of 3 acts, each of these chapters have 2 acts. If you know how stories work, the end of a second act is always a cliffhanger. So basically, I have 20 cliffhangers. I like to think of a chapter like an episode of a good series. So when I wrote this, I would change character in each chapter. They would each face a conflict, and every 4 chapters I would go back to that original character and resolve it for them. By the time their stories came together and the larger story approached its climax, my readers had already experienced a non-stop state of curiosity, anxiety, and hope. Weaving all of these threads together sounds complicated, but that's only when you view the book as a whole. So next time you're writing a story, try and break the story up into many smaller pieces, each with their own promises and payoffs. Use chapters as episodic moments. You don't need 4 characters for that. You could have 1 character or a 10-character ensemble. As long as you implement these side stories and mini cliffhangers, you'll have automatically created a faster pacing for you to get through when writing and for your readers to enjoy. This method also develops your characters faster and takes your story to places it might not have otherwise gone. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I make weekly content to inspire your creativity. I'll see you in the next one.